Everybody, and welcome to Read Spider-Man Crawl Space Edition. Check us out at the SpidermanCrawlspace.com. Well, everybody, I'm here, of course, to review Amazing Spider-Man 981, aka 17 of the current issue by Joe Kelly and Pepe Larraz. As we get into Peter, as he actually works his way, trying to get a little closer to home, but also finding out just exactly who is that mysterious person we saw. So let's get in the pros. Believe it or not, I kind of do like this. It's nice to see Peter kind of happy. Granted, it's on the space and everything else, but I also like the fact where he's working here with Mala of his cast member. Yes, there was a little part and everything else, but I do like the fact that he knows who he is. There's nothing emotional. They're just kind of friends. They're not in love or anything. It's kind of nice that even though despite everything, it's kind of nice to actually see kind of exactly what is going on here with Peter and even what's going on with his version of Guardian of the Galaxy. It's kind of a nice character spot that's been really disappearing. We've gotten to only know these characters for a couple issues, but it's actually been kind of enjoying. I'm also do liking the little pieces up here dealing with actually finding out the person who was connected to Hellgate and the fact he was sent to space and the fact it all connects us to the areas too and to the spiritual thing. So it's nice to start getting more of a cosmic reel. And actually, Hellgate does seem to be in very interesting pieces as we're getting more and more to this. And actually, the fight scenes are pretty good, which I like. The thing is, though, like I said, this still feels like Peter Parker and Guardians of the Galaxy. Also, of course, as Rocket does, there's actually purposely sabotaging, so they just happen to land on this planet and deal with Hellgate's actual species as well as what's going on here. So it's very convenient that this is going on, but it also feels like there's a bit of a delay. There's also some interesting things too as we get through the little background, as well as getting the flashback about Peter and Uncle Ben. I get it's kind of supposed to talk about the first time he kind of doubted his uncle and how he couldn't really be truthful. It's nice emotional things, but there's been some things with these flashbacks that kind of are a little heavy handed. I mean, it has a point into Peter talking about Ben and actually talking things with his suit and how that actually plugs into the story. It's not too bad. And I do like by the end that basically Peter realizes he needs to go back to Earth. That he's actually been doing this little gamut because he's actually been kind of afraid to face Hellgate, and now he kind of realizes everything going on. He needs to stop with this facing of fear and go back to Earth. It's not too bad, and if you think about how this kind of ties in what's going on with Miles Morales, with him actually being put back to Earth for temporary pieces in his own book, I do like that they're trying to sync these up together. That it does feel like the storyline is kind of finally moving into a direction, but it's like I said, it's kind of a Guardians of the Galaxy story with Spider-Man. It's nice. The artwork by Pepe is very nice. It's been kind of a fun story. And I got to say, Joe Kelly does write a great Rocket Raccoon. I can't argue with that. But it's nothing too great, but it's nothing too bad. But I do feel like finally the story is progressing to start meeting with this. Like I said, a couple weeks, last week in Miles Morales, Peter is of course back on Earth, or at least is brought back shortly because Santi to Earth there. So we know that this is kind of leading to this Peter in space is kind of slowly coming back to Earth. So it's kind of nice to see it. It's actually not a bad issue. I love the artwork. I think it's a fun story, and I really like seeing kind of a Peter Parker happier interacting with friends, even if it's trying to be Guardians of the Galaxy. It's kind of nice, and actually, I have now a little bit more of knowing exactly who is Hellgate and what is actually the point of how he got put in space and exactly where the storyline is and how it connects with the other characters in the book. So it's nice. I'll give it a B. It's not too bad. I kind of liked it. It's a fun little story. It's not really forgettable. It feels like it's a progressive story that meets some nice story beats and actually works it as Peter is working his way back to Earth. So it's not bad. I'll give it that. So I don't have much else to do, guys. A really quick review too. Also, unfortunately, I'm getting over a cold as well too, so I can't talk too very long here too. But on that note, everybody, if you want to see more and hear more of our reviews, please give a liking or subscribing so you're alerted when we have new episodes coming up. I also to throw out little things up the channel. I'll be having other reviews coming up here, including besides my Ultimate Spider-Man here, is the series coming to a conclusion here with one more issue later this week, as well as some nice little fun Spider-Man stuff coming up for Read Spider-Man Crawl Space Edition. So please check us out here and like and subscribe so you can, and ring that bell so you can get that alert. And on more, guys, go ahead and check us out at SpidermanCrawlspace.com and check us out on our various social medias to find out more and get all the latest information. And on that note, guys, I'll see everybody later on the Crawl Space.